2 years later, Bethanie Mattek-Sands dislocated her knee during the match back in 2017. It's a tough injury. Yeah, look
she
away.
has to turn away.
Look away, right? It is a tough injury to come back from. But she said, don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years. And won big time at the U.S. Open over the weekend.
Yeah, she's ready for more. She's here in Phoenix actually just for a few days before she heads out to Asia to continue playing. First of all, congratulations. Second consecutive U.S. Open win for mixed doubles with Jamie Murray. Congratulations.
Yes, thank you. Super excited. I'm doing a lot better than I was. What you're seeing on TV there. You guys gotta warn me about that.
I'm sorry. I know. I bet you that's tough to watch. Think about, the moments there, and I would imagine you never thought what happened this weekend would ever happen again once you went down.
Yeah, there were a lot of things going through my mind in that moment, and for me it was a long journey. I had to learn how to walk again, learn how to run again, practice. I eventually knew I would get healthy and I would be out there again, but trusting yourself, like not having those flashbacks when you're playing or moving. I remember the first time I was practicing, I went for that split step, which was the same move I hurt my knee on. I kind of did it, felt okay, and I was like cold sweat, and I was like, no, I'm good. Like the knee's good, I'm strong. Like all my rehab paid off. But that was a couple years ago, so I really feel that my strength has come back. I actually had another surgery since then, so I had a second surgery on the same knee this year in February, and it wasn't obviously quite as dramatic as that one, but it was still something I had to stop, rehab a little bit. So this trophy over here is still my comeback trail.
Oh, I love it. That's not pretty. That's not bad for a comeback trail.
Thanks.
Was there ever a time where you thought, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I can move forward. A lot of people can't come back from an injury like that, right?
Yeah, you know what? And I think everyone was honest with me. My surgeons, they knew it would be healed, but the question was, could I get back to that level? Obviously I was going to be able to walk again and run again and play some tennis, but could I get back to that #1 ranking? Could I be holding a trophy again? That was the question. And for me, honestly, if you asked me from the beginning, I really had no doubt. I couldn't tell you what the timeline would be. It would have taken a year, could have taken 2 years. I didn't know that, but in my mind, I'm a pretty stubborn person too. You can ask anyone who knows me, but I was like,
everybody around shaking their head. Yes.
It's the mindset of a champion.
We don't know if you can do it. And actually they were all concerned for me. Like I remember the first match I played, my husband was really nervous to watch me play. He just wanted me to be okay. And I was like, okay, you got to take your nervousness and everything. You got to go over there. Like I got to focus on my match. But no, I've come a long way, and I don't always look back, but there's times like this where you're kind of holding the trophy at the end of a tournament, and you do kind of glance back and say, wow, it's been quite the journey.
I love it. Talk about overall tennis in general, especially on the women's side. Over the weekend we saw Serena. She was close. She was close to making history, but we kind of saw her mentally break down, and that's what it appeared on the court. From your standpoint, to have that mental toughness, because that's on a whole different level when you talk about the physicality of tennis.
Women's tennis right now is so deep. You have players that are ranked 30s, 40s that are contending these titles and that they're beating these top 10, top 20 players. And, Serena's the greatest of all time. She's the GOAT, and she's going for that 24th. And I think it's a little bit, she wants it so bad. That's what I see. Here's the thing though, Bianca Andreescu, she's been playing some amazing tennis this year. She, at the beginning of this year, she was playing qualifying at one of the tournaments I played at the beginning of the year in New Zealand. And to see her kind of come this way, she won Indian Wells, wins in Canada after an injury, and then comes to US Open and dominates. I don't want to take anything away from her performance because she played really well. It just seems to me Serena wants this one so bad. She's a mom now. She wants to get that title, but her story is amazing. And I actually just was following along with her on Fashion Week. She just presented her line, did the runway with her daughter Olivia there, and it was amazing. She's a rock star, and she's an inspiration to me.
Speaking of clothing, by the way, you are one hit. Look at her. I love the outfit. I love it all.
Thank you. Listen, This is all my line. I got into fashion because I thought tennis clothes were a little bit boring, and I was a very colorful personality. In case no one knew that, but this is all my line. So it's online only. It's a collaboration with Lucky and Love. It's on tenniswarehouse.com, luckyandlove.com. But I actually play in this skirt. I have
Skirt looks great enough to go out in.
But that's
fabulous.
Yes, exactly. No, that's the point. I wanted to kind of do this tennis to street look, and I have some more lines coming out later this year, and then into next year it's going to be available a little bit more widespread. So
what's
I'm
the
super
website
pumped.
where we can find your stuff?
It is luckyandlove.com.
Luckyandlove.com.
Yep.
Okay.
All right,
Love
great
it.
stuff. Congratulations.
Thank
And
you.
we're all
Yes,
cheering you.
yes.
from
We can
the-
touch. Oh, it's heavy.
So okay, so fun
Be
I don't want to
fact.
ding it.
Fun
Look
fact
at how
here. This is
pretty.
last year's trophy.
This is last year's.
The one that you see us holding on the court after we win, that one stays there. We don't take that home with
okay.
us. So they send us a replica, which we'll get later in the year. So I had to bring last year's
It's okay.
to show
we
to
can
you
still
guys.
brag.
There
We'll
you
still
go.
brag about that.
You're a
Bethany,
champion.
thank you so much. Continued success.
Thank you.
Continued success at everything you do.
Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it, guys.